The following program is being brought to you on the Voice America Variety Channel. For more information about our network and to check our additional show hosts and topics of interest, please visit VoiceAmericaVariety.com. The Voice America Talk Radio Network is the worldwide leader in live Internet talk radio. Visit VoiceAmerica.com. The views and ideas expressed on the following program are strictly those of the host or guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and ideas held by the Voice America Talk Radio Network, its staff, and management.
This program contains explicit content and subject matter which may be unsuitable for some listeners. Discretion is advised.
Well, I think we should just bring on Paulie, better known as Burt Young.
They're talking about a movie called Creed.
You know what, though? You better have Paulie in that movie.
If they dump me, it'll be sacrilegious.
Hi, from Mario Lopez. Mario, how's it going tonight?
Hey, I'm doing great. And you get a lot of Hollywood hotties getting on here or what? You were like a Miley Cyrus. That shit works. You know, and you
I haven't known her since she was a little girl. She's real sweet, and, she's grown up.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah, she has.
Mr. Gianni Russo played Carlo Rizzi in the original Godfather.
James Caan.
Still forgetful.
He broke two of your ribs, you saying?
With the kicking when I crawled out?
Yeah.
Going to the fire hydrant?
Mm-hmm.
We want to introduce Mr. Bach Rutten.
How many bouncers did you take out at that one time in Sweden?
There were 5 of them, so I had every one I dropped, but they were keep coming back up, you know? So,
Mario Andretti. Mario, how are you this evening?
Wonderful, guys. Greg, one question. If I call you the Rambling Freak, will you squash me like a bug?
And welcome once again to Xtreme Radio, presented by FitnessRX for Men Magazine. I am your co-host, Joe Pietaro, along here with my partner in crime, Greg Valentino. What's up, Greg?
Hey, Joey, I can hear something in the background. Is that your TV?
That ain't me.
That ain't you? Is that another radio show that we hear in the background? Do you hear that?
Yeah, I think we got a little technical difficulties, so we're going to correct that, so just bear with us.
Yeah, fuck it. Anyway, we got a pre-record going tonight.
Yeah, we got a pre-record going tonight. James Maslow from Dancing with the Stars. Now, obviously, he couldn't be talking to us live because he's dancing right now on channel ABC on Channel 7 here in New York.
That's funny. He's dancing with the fucking hot babes, and I'm over here with my fucking...
He's dancing with Peter Murgatroyd, who was at our photo shoot, who's a very, very lovely and attractive young lady. And James Maslow, if you guys aren't familiar, he's kind of like jumped up to the top, and he looks like he's the favorite to win this thing. Not that I'm a Dancing with the Stars fan, Greg. I'm not going to go here and tell you I can start talking about it. I've never seen the show. No, I've seen the clips with James because we did the story on him and stuff, which is coming out in the July issue. He's on the cover. But I'm not going to start making myself look like, listen, I can cut up a dance floor, don't get me wrong. Listen, I am a cousine from Brooklyn, so let's not fucking forget that. But I don't know nothing about Dancing with the Stars, but all I know is that this kid is blowing up all over the internet, right?
Well, you know what it is. He's young, he's good looking, he's fucking, you know what I'm saying? He's built now and shit, you know? I mean, obviously, chicks are going to go after him. But I'll tell you what, though, I don't watch Dancing with the Stars either. I can't watch any of that shit. None of that American Idol bullshit, Survivor, but, hey, listen, if that's your thing, listen, that's good. You know what I mean? If any of you little teeny boppers are listening to this, how about liking us on Facebook? Maybe we can do something with you and James Maslow.
Yeah, we're going to look into that. We're going to try to get some, Maslow autographed issues. I don't talk to the young man about that. We're going to see what we can do, but we'll talk about that a little later in the show. But, why don't we get right into this right now, Greg? And we can play that pre-recorded interview with James Maslow, and you can hear a little bit about, we were going to get ready for the shoot, and he talks a little bit about some of his Hollywood friends, Miley Cyrus being one of them, musician friends and stuff like that. It was a pretty cool interview, so why don't we go right to that now, and we'll be back live after that's finished after our first break. And Greg, you know what? We've been doing some really cool celebrities on our covers, and needless to say, one of the bigger guys that we're having on the cover that's just blowing up all over the place with his appearance on Dancing with the Stars is none other than James Maslow, and he's joining us right now on Xtreme Radio. James, welcome to the program, buddy.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
James, where are you at right now? Are you out in California right now, or we're in New York?
Yeah, I'm in L.A. right now, just rehearsing for Dance with the Stars and trying to keep in the studio and do all the other aspects of my life at the same time, so it's a busy schedule.
Wow. I hear you.
Yeah. I mean, James also is one of the guys in a Big Time Rush, and they're doing all of these crazy tours and stuff, but he's got to get Dancing with the Stars, filming. They're doing it right now. The show just started in March 17th, was the 2-hour premiere for this season, and your dance partner is Peter Murgatroyd. She's pretty hot, that young lady there, James. How do you, that's going pretty good, I'm sure, right?
Hey, I'm not complaining. It's pretty good. I have an awesome, sexy Australian trying to teach me how to dance. It's a lot of fun, man.
And I noticed also there's something else that this year they're doing differently this season. They're going to allow like the audience and the viewers to vote and maybe change up the celebrities and their dance partners. Did they? When is that supposed to happen? How deep into this thing?
You know, they haven't given me all the details. I like to keep a lot of this a surprise for the cast as well. But I think somewhere mid-season they're going to let the audience vote. So the celebrities, we might be switching with other dance partners. Now, that's cool, and that'll be fun for a week, but I'm hoping that I get to stick with Peta, because she's awesome, and we really have developed a good bond and good friendship now. So to switch it up and go with another dance partner is going to be, I don't know, it's like starting from scratch, and I don't really want to do that too long.
Yeah, I mean, I think that will be kind of like, it's almost like getting traded in mid-season, and you're to learn a new playbook if you're going from the Jets to the Raiders or something like that. It's like, you're starting all over again. You got a new center, a new running back, a new receivers, new coaches. I mean, I think it would be, it would kind of be a disadvantage, but everybody would be in the same boat, so it would be a disadvantage across the board. But the popularity of the show is just, it's unbelievable. I mean, Dance with the Stars on ABC Monday nights, it just completely blows up. It's been blowing up. This is season 18, and you got a pretty cool cast over there, but we want to talk about you, not them.
Wait, I want to ask James. James, are you still going to be able to work out while you're doing this dancing? Because aren't you guys doing this like a lot of hours out of the day?
Yeah, man, it's nuts. We're rehearsing a minimum of 4 hours, and it usually goes quite a bit over that every single day, no days off. So working out, I'm eating a hell of a lot more. I can't skip meals because I'm afraid of losing size. So really? I'm sure to get in the calories. And in terms of getting workouts in, I hate to admit that I slept through mine this morning because I was so freaking sore from doing salsa and all the lifts and throwing around pita. So, that's a workout in and of itself. But, yeah, I'm still making time to get in the gym and lift because, it's important. It's how I want to look.
And you're still training with Eric, right? Eric?
Yeah, man. I was just in the gym at Gold's Venice with Eric, the trainer, yesterday. I have a good workout prepping for this cover shoot.
All right, good. We're giving Eric a little plug here,
Oh, yeah. Eric, the trainer, Fleischman. Make sure you check him out. He's all over online, and he's James's trainer. Also, Max Martini, who's on our current cover of the May issue. James is going to be on the cover of the July issue of FitnessRX for Men magazine, and we're getting ready, and we're going to be doing this shoot very soon with you, and I'm really looking forward to it, man, and I cannot believe the social media. You guys, you and Eric Fleischman just threw it's at Eric the Trainer and at James Maslow on Twitter. You guys just threw one photo up, and it is just, I came in this morning, Eric texted me last night, and my Twitter account, at FitnessRX for Men, exploded, bro, and I don't use that lightly at all. I mean, I can't even keep up with all of the mentions, ads, retweets, followers I'm picking up. So I'm hoping that continues, because that's good.
Yeah, but why don't girls do that with me? James, why can't I could you get me on Dancing with the Stars or something, maybe with like Miley Cyrus or something?
Can I get you on Dancing with the Stars with Miley Cyrus?
Yeah, you think maybe you could hook that up?
Let me just text Miley right now and see if she's down to do that. I'll get back to you about that.
I got an idea, Greg. You can go on Dancing with the Stars with Big Ange. That'll be a part.
Holy Christ. Dude, I can't forget it, man. I would, I'd forget it. My days are past, though. I can't dance to save my life. Are you a good dancer, James?
I'm trying. I'm having a lot of fun. I got to say, I'm actually enjoying doing the salsa a lot more than the foxtrot because it's sexier, it's more fun. It's actually a good time to be prepping for this cover shoot, because I think I might be having a little bit more of a revealing outfit for this, because, hey, it is salsa, it is sexy. So hopefully I'll look good on Monday, so we can have a good shoot on Wednesday.
5 minutes of that shit, James, and I'd have to, like, sit down. Joe would have to be giving me oxygen. You know what I'm saying?
There's times that I wouldn't mind a little oxygen in the middle of these dances, man. They're brutal.
Oh, my God.
It's good for your cardio, though. Just think of it that way.
Oh, my God.
Exactly. I definitely don't need to do any extra cardio these days.
Yeah, you're doing fine by doing the practicing for the show, and that's great. I mean, we're all we're rooting for you to win it, and I think you're going to do really good. I think this is going to be I mean, you're already a freaking star, and this is going to put you even in a better place. I think as far as that goes, even higher. But how is that? I mean, you guys, Big Time Rush. It's almost like the Beatles, man. When I see like things with you guys, and it's not just for the TV show. This is in real life. You guys are really touring and everything. This isn't just fake for the show. And the show's not even coming back, right? But you guys are still touring. How is that whole thing going on? It must be a mind blower, right?
Yeah, man, it's rad. The show was a great platform. We wrapped up, finished the fourth season, 6 or 8 months ago now, and so the show's done. But the boys and I just got back from South America, and it's nuts, man. We're so blessed we get to tour as an actual band, write our own music, play our own music for fans around the world. And now this is a cool opportunity for me, because even though we may very well continue to tour as a band, I'm starting to write my own music. We'll probably put out a solo couple songs and an EP coming up pretty soon, and get to do my own individual acting projects as well. So Dancing with the Stars is a fun platform and kind of launching pad for me to be an individual as well as do my stuff with a band. So, I mean, I get to have fun all over the place, man. It's rad.
Well, that's awesome, because how many kids your age, like a lot of young guys today in Hollywood, they don't lift weights like you do and get yourself in shape. So that's got to be another plus. Because most of these chicks, they don't care, the young girls. They just want some skinny Justin Bieber-looking kid. But, I mean, like, you're getting built and all that stuff. That's, I mean, I like that, you know?
Hey, you know what? These girls might say that until they see a picture of a guy like me with my shirt off. Then I think we like to change their minds.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, you're gonna set the standard for the musicians. They're all gonna have to follow you with the 6-pack and rip. I mean, that picture of you and Eric, and you got a cutoff on. But your arms look great, bro. I mean, you can see your rip, and so
look. In all sincerity, though, I think it's really awesome that I may not be one of the biggest guys you've ever had in the cover, but for my generation. For the youth out there right now, I think it's a great example that you don't have to be 300 pounds to look good. You don't have to be gigantic. You just have to be in good shape. You know what I mean? That means a shape about you. So use weight and work out in a way that changes your body to look a certain way versus just getting big for the sake of getting big or getting cut for the sake of getting cut. You got to combine the two, and that's kind of what Eric and I have been trying to do with me. And that's kind of the example that I want to set for my generation.
Well, I think that's great, James, because you're not one of these kids like this kid Justin Bieber's going around, getting drunk and driving, because if you care about your body, maybe you're sending a different message, and that's why I'm saying I applaud you, because you're a young guy doing this, when most of the people in your bracket that you're in, what I'm saying, are more into partying than they are into getting themselves in shape.
And look, you got to have fun now and again too, but look, it's a lifestyle. People can't just decide on a whim, I'm going to go and get into shape. It doesn't work like that. You've got to eat right, and you've got to exercise on a daily basis for a long period of time and have that consistency if you want to look a certain way. So, you got to make some lifestyle changes to cut out some of the booze, cut out some of the junk food. But if you do that enough, you can slip in a party now and again, and you'll be fine.
Absolutely.
I think you said the magic word, though, James. It's a lifestyle, being healthy and looking good. It's not just going out there and saying, hey, I'm going to snap my fingers and I'm going to be in shape. It's a lot involved. I don't care if you're 23, 43, or whatever. So you worked your butt off to get this. I mean, you kicked ass in the gym, and it showed, and I cannot wait for this video and this cover shoot, because it's going to fucking blow up all over the place, man.
Oh, the cover shoot's going to kick ass. James,
I can't wait, man.
Shit. James, what's good? When you see yourself walking in an airport, and there's your picture, but on the cover of a fitness magazine, and you're you're looking good, that you're going to be like, holy shit, that's,
Dude, this is honestly a dream of mine, man. I wasn't always in great shape. I was a bit of a chubbier kid when I was younger, and I had to work really hard to get to where I am now, and I have to continue to work hard. So the fact that I'm at a place now where I'm getting to do a cover for a fitness magazine, and it's no bullshit. I mean, I've worked to get to that place. It's really, really cool, man. It's a dream of mine, and I want to kind of hopefully encourage and inspire other people to do the same thing, because I'm proof you can look the way you want to look.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely, bro. So we're going to have to wrap this up. We got to go to break in about 20 seconds. So, James, any sites, any social media you want to throw out there, feel free, plug it, bro.
At James Maslow on Twitter and Instagram is the best way, but for the most part, anybody listening in and watches Dancing with the Stars, please call in and vote for Team Jetta. That's Peter and myself on Mondays, right after the show.
Make sure you guys watch Dancing with the Stars and vote for James and Petta. James, thank you so much for joining Greg and myself on Xtreme Radio this evening, bro. It's been great.
It's been my pleasure. Great chatting with you guys.
James.
All right.
James,
talk to you soon.
You rock, bro.
Thanks. See you guys soon.
Talk, talk, talk. That's all we do is talk. If you'd like to talk, call us toll-free right now at 1-866-472-5787. 1-866-472-5787.
That's it.
VoiceAmerica.com.
This is Jim Kelly, former Buffalo Bills quarterback and Pro Football Hall of Famer, and you're listening to Joe Pietaro and Greg Valentino.
FitnessRX for Men is the ultimate men's print publication, website, and extreme radio show. More than just fitness, we'll also bring you the best news in sports, entertainment, and lifestyle. FitnessRX for Men was established first as a magazine in 2003. Be sure to visit our website, www.fitnessrxformen.com, and check out our social media pages for up-to-the-minute news and tips every day. It's your ultimate prescription for the perfect body. Visit FitnessRxformen.com today.
Oh, how the fuck are you? Max Cook here. Let me tell you something. I had a lot of fun talking to Joe and Greg. Couple of top-shelf margaritas, those two. Now, you're going to do me a favor. You're going to go to YouTube, and you're going to type in Max Cook, M-A-X-K-O-C-H, you strunts. And you're going to watch my videos. And you're going to fucking like them, or we're going to have a problem.
This is Ernie Banks. You listen to Gregg and Joe. They're great guys.
What's up, guys? James Maslow here, and you're listening to Joe and Greg on Xtreme Radio.
Talk, talk, talk. That's all we do is talk. If you'd like to talk, call us toll-free right now at 1-866-472-5787. 1-866-472-5787.
That's it.
VoiceAmerica.com.
Hey, it's Artie Lang, and you're listening to Gregg and Joe. Check it out.
You are listening to Xtreme Radio, presented by FitnessRX for Men magazine, with hosts Greg Valentino and Joe Pietaro. If you have a question or comment for our show today, please call 1-866-472-5788. That's 1-866-472-5788. You can also send an email to jpietaro@advancedresearchmedia.com. Now, back to Xtreme Radio.
Hey, I like that fucking rejoiner. Look at that. Perfect. Right, Greg? That one's nice. We like that. That's the fucking new one, and that's the one that's going to be up there. Right, boy?
You're not going to believe this. My girlfriend was just talking to me, and I didn't hear it.
You'll hear it on the next break at the 40.
I'll hear it on the next one.
Welcome back to Xtreme Radio. All right, no problem, bro. Hey, let's talk a little bit about Lift Tag. Lift Tag Sport takes pride in our relentless commitment to the research and development of high-caliber sports performance and nutrition products since 2011 from the state-of-the-art facilities in Belgium and Germany. To the on-site expert chemist, Lift Tag Sport products will continue to provide you with superior supplements and beverages to reach any goal. Lift Tag Sport brand is synonymous with premium top-of-the-line sports performance beverages, including U-Lift Amino Protein, U-Lift Endurance, and U-Lift Fat Burner, as well as the most innovative pre-workout powder on the market, U-Lift Performance. With targeted performance design and attention to quality ingredients, Lift Tag Sport will continue to make your supplement decision-making process easier. Train with confidence knowing that your sports performance products are helping you maximize every session, every time. LiftTagSport.com, Liftag Sport.com, and Facebook.com/LiftTagSport. Greg, that was a mouthful, bro.
Joe. Better you read that than me. Holy fuck. But wait, I want to know something. I want to try this stuff. Where's our fucking samples? Did we get any samples of that shit?
We didn't get samples yet, but you know what? You know if there's some in there, I'm going to fucking bogart a few for us. Don't worry about it. I got it covered, pal.
You mean it goes to Brian?
I don't know who this is going to go to, but I'll get my freaking guinea claws on some of them. Don't worry about it.
Holy Christ! I want to try this stuff. Sounds good.
I know. Yeah, I'm freaking reading this every week now. I'm like, all right, let me see this shit, man. Because if I take it and I like it, I'm going to be fucking doing cartwheels reading that shit. So,
dude,
as it is, I'm giving it a nice read.
Tell them to send that shit. If you guys are listening for LiftX, send them some fucking samples, will you? I'll fucking talk that shit up left and right. Holy shit.
A big sponsor on FitnessRX for men. They're going to be an MD also, so we got some good stuff going on with those guys over from LiftTag, so we want to keep them happy, and we want to fucking keep them on our radio show, of course, Greg. But that was a cool interview with young James Maslow. Hoping this kid wins that competition, Dancing with the Stars. It'll blow up even bigger with our cover story of him. But you've been having some, he's a pretty big celebrity now, so that's pretty cool. I mean, we'll be getting some good celebrities. So,
wait, before you get into my spin, I got to ask you a question. You got his cell phone number, right?
Do I have James Maslow's cell phone number?
Yeah.
Yes, I do, actually.
Really?
I'm not going to give that over the air because
obviously you're not going to give that over the air.
Terrible.
Yeah, I'm trying to think I'm trying to think what big celebrity. I mean, I got no emails. Who the fuck? I'm trying to think of whose celebrity I got. We should have a contest. See who could what celebrity? Who's the biggest celebrity in your cell phone?
I have Ron Jeremy. I have a lot of NFL players: Shannon Sharp, Steve Weatherford. I have Tito Ortiz. I got some pretty good ones. I'm just kind of scrolling now. I don't want to fucking spend time scrolling, but I have some of the mob wives here. There's James Maslow. There's my parents. My parents are celebrities, right? David Otunga from WWE. I have him. Ben Pekulski. I have a lot of IFBB guys in here.
Yeah, I have all that shit.
That doesn't mean anything to me anymore. I used to. I got Kirk Radomski, our buddy Kirk.
Oh, Kirk.
Sean Roden.
I love Kirk. I talk to him. When me and him talk, I don't shut up. So, and he's like me, so forget it. You're talking a couple-hour conversation right there.
Yeah.
And we're both hyper. But you know what? I don't even remember. It's funny because I don't even remember the whole interview we just did with Maslow. I mean, we did it like a month ago.
Yeah, it was about 3-4 weeks ago. That's about right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I remember, he was talking about how he was fat and shit, right, when he was a kid, and now he's all built.
He said when he was like a little kid, I guess like 12-ish, 10, 12, he was chubby, and he said that he got picked on and shit like that, and that kind of. That gave him the incentive to, to be active and play sports and get into shape and all of that. And, he's great. Now he's in phenomenal shape, but he was always like a thin, like late teen, when he was 19 when he started the Nickelodeon series. So he was always like a tall, thin kid then. So, yeah, man, he's been staying in shape for a long time, and he used that criticism as as something to drive, make a better person out of it and work harder for it.
I remember asking him a few questions about that, but let me ask you a question. What was he eating when you were with him? Did you see him eating at all and shit?
Bro, let me tell you something. This kid came ready to play. We're there. We started, I think, at 7 o'clock in the morning for the cover shoot, which was an indoor cover shoot, and then we went outdoors to do the training shoot at Muscle Beach. This guy came with like a cooler bag with food and stuff in it. He was, getting himself all ripped up and everything. At 7:30 in the morning, he was eating cold fish because we didn't have a microwave. Bro, he breaks out a fucking plastic bag. He opens it up. I think it was like salmon or something like that. I almost puked watching this. It was gross, bro. But he's like, hey, man, I got to stay in shape for a couple more hours, for this shoot. So he came in, his buddy Eric, the trainer, got him ready to go, and he stood right by it and followed everything, and he came in. He looked fucking phenomenal in that shoot.
We got to give Eric a plug, not for nothing, but Eric trains a lot of fucking celebrities, you know.
EricTheTrainer.com. Eric Fleischman is his full name. We got a photo of him in this story also, just like we had in the Martini story. Eric is taking care of us. We're taking care of him, man. We got to get him on the show as well one night.
Hey, you know what? Just give everybody, from when the issue comes out with Maslow, because I don't know if the girls that are listening, because I know he's got a lot of girls, we got the same problem, him and I got a lot of chicks, chasing us down. Sorry, you're right, okay, bullshit. Anyway, but why don't you let these kids know, like, when is that actual issue with James Maslow on the cover, when is that going to come out?
That is in the June/July issue. We publish every other month, FitnessRX for Men magazine, and it will hit newsstands at the very beginning of June, Craig.
You sure it comes out in June?
June, yeah. The July cover, but it's on the newsstand for almost.
That's what it was like MD, because muscular development, the articles I hand in, they come out like, for instance, the July issue I think just came out. Isn't it the July issue I just got in the mail? It's fucking April.
That was the June. You got the June.
It's June.
I think so. I don't know. My head spins sometimes. Writing for both magazines and way ahead of the game, months ahead of time, my head starts to go into a freaking whirly whirl, like a tilt-a-whirl some days. But the James is definitely the July issue. That I know for a fact.
He's on the cover. We did the whole photo shoot already with him. He's doing push-ups on the floor, getting himself pumped up.
Yep, we got the whole behind-the-scenes video that'll be coming out when the issue comes out as well. Gregory James photo, and then also Jordan Blackman did the video. It's going to be kick-ass video, man.
Did he date that chick he's dating and dancing or no?
You know what? I didn't ask him. I figured, you know what? I'm not into this, But
she was there at the photos. She came to watch him get his photo shoot and shit.
Yeah. We got some shots of them together, too. We're going to use one in the layout. There was rumors that they dated before they were partnered up on the show. You know what? I'm like, I'll leave that for the fucking Rona Barretts of the world.
No, he's too young.
Yeah, but she was smoking, She was smoking, though. She looked really good. I mean, she was wearing, like, these real loose jeans, and when she was bending over to get something, there was a little crack showing. And
you saw, wait a minute, what's her name now?
Peter Murgatroyd.
You saw Murgatroyd's crack?
Oh, fucking, it's embedded in my mind forever, bro.
Was it nice? We gotta watch what we say. We might have young kids today listening. We're a little bit off the hook. I can get a little crazy.
Yeah, no, I know. We're gonna try to keep it a little less edgier than the norm because of our potential listenership this evening. But yes, I did see some of her crease. Yes, the back, not the. I was front. Can't win them all.
You're talking camel toe. You're talking.
Pants weren't that loose.
No camel toe. All right. Well,
no, unfortunately not. But yeah, she was there at the shoot, and they had a Dancing with the Stars, a video crew there, and they did all of these video things, and they're supposed to show this behind the scenes stuff on the show. I'm still waiting for when they're going to air it, and I don't know when it could be airing tonight. I don't know. It could be airing whenever. But they came and did a whole big thing, and we sent them some stuff, and they were supposed to put some stuff up. But it's we're really cool. It's really cool though. It's great exposure, and then when that issue comes out, it's going to be even more exposure because it's going to be people are going to see the cover now.
I'm a little pissed though, Joe, because I told Maslow that I wanted him to hook me up with Miley Cyrus, and every day I check the phone, it's nothing.
She hasn't called you once?
Not once, Bo.
Not even a text saying hi, Gregorio?
You told Maslow I'm a little pissed off at him now for that.
We're gonna have to.
I think he can hook that up for me. He said his buddies were,
You know what? We don't usually ask twice. Once usually is sufficient for me and you.
I'll tell you, Joe. I don't know. I'm stuck with what I got over here, I think. But what are you gonna do, right?
What's one to do, bro? What's one to do?
I just talked to him on the phone. A few kids listen. I only talked to him on the phone. But Joe, was with him. So, Joe, how tall was he?
Maslow's like 6 feet tall, 6'1", something like that. Yeah, he's got some height on him. Yeah.
6 foot, 6'1".
Yeah, he's like 6'1", 170. He weighs. He's lean. Got a nice fucking rip. He looks good. He's in good shape, man.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a freaking. He probably.
He's a girl magnet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. 23 years young. He can sing. He can dance. He's got the looks. That kid is. I think even Eric, the trainer, said he's the next Tom Cruise, and I can't, it's hard for me to argue with that, and I hope so because that'll just make it even better that we had him on the show. So.
Holy shit, that's pretty good.
Yeah, well, he's trying to get into like mainstream movies and stuff like that now, not to get away from like that teeny bopper type of scene. Even though that's kind of what he made his bones on that. But he's older now. He even said he's trying to get different roles now. He doesn't want to be.
The trainer told me that I could possibly be maybe the next Uncle Fester. So I'm thinking about maybe that might be my calling.
I might be the next grandmama. Remember her? She was gross, bro. And all these kids listening to the show are going, "Who's Uncle Fester and Grandmama?"
They don't have no clue. I asked my girlfriend. My girlfriend doesn't know who Mickey Mantle is.
Oh my God, bro!
She's like, Mickey Mantle. Who's that? Who's that? And I'm like, what? How do you not know who fucking Mickey Mantle is?
Top 5 of all time.
Right, one of the top 5 ball players in baseball. Why? Well, I don't follow that shit. And I'm like, but still, you got to heard the name Mickey Mantle. Shouldn't know any, don't know anybody, any of that is. I was telling you the other day that what's his name? That Earl Weaver, ex-manager of the Baltimore Orioles, was talking about Frank Robinson, who's also like come on, Frank Robinson's not Mickey Mantle, but Frank Robinson,
top 10. He could be a top 10. He can make an argument.
But you're talking, you're talking if you're a professional baseball player. You play in the MLB, Major League Baseball, and you don't know one of the greatest baseball players to ever play, Frank Robinson, and you're actually on the same team that he was on, and you don't know who he is.
On the O's. But you know what's really weird? When we were kids, all we had to rely on was like old repeat TV shows, old library books, and maybe a retro newspaper article. Today, all kids got to do is punch up something in Wikipedia, YouTube. They can know every stat about every guy that ever played the game, and they don't know who these guys are.
They can watch video after video after video on YouTube and this shit. Dude, I was watching videos last night of, what's his name, James Braddock, the boxer, the Cinderella man and stuff. I was watching him fight Max Baer and shit. I'm just sitting there, I'm going, holy shit, look at this, from 1934, 35.
Gentleman Jim, right?
Shit. You know what I mean?
That was wasn't his nickname Gentleman Jim Braddock?
No. The Cinderella Man. That's Gentleman Jim.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right,
Cinderella Man. You know the movie Cinderella Man? It was based on his life. He went from the soup lines. He actually was so broke. He was on the soup, go to soup kitchen, soup lines and stuff. He used to take soup home for his family because they couldn't feed them. And in less than a year's time, he was the champion of the world in boxing.
Yeah. No, that was
for money on the side of the street. It was crazy. What his story is crazy.
Yeah, no, it was a great film, man.
Yeah, but you say to yourself, "Holy shit! What these kids got today?" It's kind of mind blowing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we used to get a hold of maybe an old videotape, and then you would see some highlights from old World Series black and white things, oh, look at that, 55 World Series Dodgers and Yanks, and and you would see the 54 World Series Indians and Willie Mays with the great catch over the shoulder, catch and polo grounds. It was like, wow, these idiots can watch these things, and they don't even know who they are, and they don't even want to watch them.
Dude, when I was a kid, I actually had a record, an LP. These kids they don't even know what the hell they are. My girlfriend, she's only in her 20s, but she doesn't know. She doesn't even she looks at some of my old records. She's like, "What the fuck is this?" It's like a dip, She thinks it's like, "What is this?" But I had an old record that I used to listen to Kurt Gowdy. You know what I mean? He used to do all the
he's great, stuff. Yeah.
And I used to have to listen to that shit, And here's Robbie Thompson up in the back, and there it is, long flying. Kurt Gowdy would do the. Would do the, and that stuff, we have, the Giants in 1959 played at the New York, that kind of shit. And I would listen to that shit, like a Momo. Now, it's like, forget it,
Yeah. Then when they used to show the old Home Run Derby TV show replays.
Oh, dude, that was
great. I love that. And there'd be nobody in the ballpark. It was like a ghost town. Here we have Ralph Kiner versus Stan the Man Musial.
Nobody in the ballpark. Did you know that they used to have 2 All-Star games back then? There were 2 All-Star
you're right.
Games.
Yep, they would have 2
All-Star games. That was nuts, man. I don't know. But anyway, getting back to Maslow. So you're telling me that kid's 6 feet tall, huh?
Yeah. He's a tall young kid, and he's a budding star, man. But you got some interaction with some. You mentioned before some guys on your Rolodex there. But so you've been on some cool shows, so you got some good shit to talk about.
Carson Daly, Jay Leno, all of them. I was on the Carson Daly show, and I can tell you something. He's a really tall guy too. I mean, I'm short, but everybody's tall to me. But he's got to be 6'2", 6'3". You know what I mean? Maybe taller. Yeah. I don't know. So it's hard for me to gauge it. He's really tall, Carson Daly.
And what about Leno?
Leno is, I'd say he's about 6 feet, maybe 6'1". He's not short. He's got that big head and big jaw. But I'm going to tell you something. Both of those guys were really nice. Carson Daly is a crazy, crazy guy. When the cameras are off him, bro, he's nuts. I mean, I've talked with Howard Stern and him, and Howard Stern's more like mellow, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Whereas Carson Daly would be like, pull my finger, you know what I mean? He went out with my cousin, not out on a date. My cousin's a guy. And, they went out together, and my cousin had to, carry him out of a bar. They were both drunk, my cousin Tommy. They were both drunk and shit. And I'm telling you, I had a blast with Carson Daly, an absolute blast. It was really cool.
Let me back this up 1 second. We got about 2.5 minutes till we got to go to break, so I don't want to get into the meat and potatoes, but I just want to. We might have some listeners tonight that aren't familiar with our show because we had Maslow on, and it's a different kind of crowd than we usually get. If you guys don't know, Gregg's saying he was on Leno and Carson Daly and Howard and all of that. Greg Valentino is the man with the biggest arms in the world, 27-inch biceps. Just look at our picture on the embedded, media player. You can see Greg there. He's obviously the guy with the bigger arms than me. I'm the small guy next to him. But Greg has been in movies, TV shows, radio. He's been all over the place. He's kind of like the name in bodybuilding that most people recognize. So that's what's pretty cool about our show is that we are mainstream. We're not just into the lifting and the sports and all of that. We talk about everything. So that's where Greg is a perfect guy to be for a fitness magazine, but in the mainstream world. So, I mean, this is right up your alley, bro.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
You're very welcome, my friend.
Thank you for the answer. A lot of people can, when I go places, a lot of people think I'm Brad Pitt. But then I tell them, no. But, get it.
A lot of people think I'm armpit when they see me, but I don't know.
Actually, I look more like Justin Bieber. Yeah, right. But, I been around a lot of celebrities that, been on shows, done movies a whole bit. And I can tell you a lot of, there's a lot of things that people don't see. Like, they see these guys, you see a Maslow, and you don't realize the other side. You know what I mean? Like, there's a whole other side to shit. Even when you do a movie, a television show, they don't realize it. This guy's like, this Dancing with the Stars is like a 12-hour a day, you know what I mean? Like, dancing, took a workout for him. You know what I mean? Like,
he got to practice before they do all of that. It's huge, man. So, we're getting ready to go to break, Greg. So when we come back, I want to talk a little bit about the Tyra and all of that. But just quick, I want to give a quick plug. Next week, Eddie Money and Love Majeski from the Mob Wives. So,
love it.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Love Majeski, she likes to put her dukes up, that one. There's some funny videos with her online fighting with the other mob wives. And, of course, obviously, Eddie, 2 Tickets to Paradise. Money also. So we're going to hit a little quick break here. On the other side of this break, Greg and I talk a little Tyra right after this. Xtreme Radio, guys.
Streaming live, the leader in Internet talk radio, VoiceAmerica.com.
Hey, this is Dan Hardy from the UFC. You're listening to Gregg and Joe, Xtreme Radio.
Hi, I'm Shannon Sharp, FitnessRX for Men. Bam!
FitnessRX for Men is the ultimate men's print publication, website, and extreme radio show. More than just fitness, we'll also bring you the best news in sports, entertainment, and lifestyle. FitnessRX for Men was established first as a magazine in 2003. Be sure to visit our website, www.fitnessrxformen.com, and check out our social media pages for up-to-the-minute news and tips every day. It's your ultimate prescription for the perfect body. Visit fitnessrxformen.com today.
Listen for MD Radio on the Voice America Variety Channel.
That's Muscular Development Radio.
Every Monday, your host, Sean Ray, will take you inside the world of bodybuilding and health and fitness. The show will feature Hall of Fame bodybuilders, trainers, judges, and the future champions of tomorrow. Plus, you'll be invited to participate in our Call-In Ask the Pros feature. And our Nutritional Spotlight will feature products that can help you achieve your fitness goals. MD Radio is broadcast live Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific on the Voice America Variety Channel.
Hey, everybody, this is Ron Bumblefoot Thal, and you're listening to Joe Piataro and Greg Valentino on Xtreme Radio. Yeah!
Oh, how the fuck are you? Max Cook here. Let me tell you something. I had a lot of fun talking to Joe and Greg. Couple of top-shelf margaritas, those two. Now, you're going to do me a favor. You're going to go to YouTube, and you're going to type in Max Cook, M-A-X-K-O-C-H, you strunts. And you're going to watch my videos. And you're going to fucking like them. Or we're going to have a problem.
This is Big Ange, and you're listening to Gregg and Joe on Xtreme Radio, and you better fucking listen.
Talk, talk, talk. That's all we do is talk. If you'd like to talk, call us toll-free right now at 1-866-472-5787. 1-866-472-5787. That's it.
That's it.
VoiceAmerica.com.
Hey, what's up? Mario Lopez here, and we're at Gio's Brooklyn Boxing Club doing a photo shoot for FitnessRX for men.
You are listening to Xtreme Radio, presented by FitnessRX for Men magazine, with hosts Greg Valentino and Joe Piataro. If you have a question or comment for our show today, please call 1-866-472-5788. That's 1-866-472-5788. You can also send an email to jpiataro@advancedresearchmedia.com. Now, back to Xtreme Radio.
And welcome back. And we were also supposed to have Tommy Pescatelli, stand-up comic, on the show tonight, but unfortunately she had a gig and she was flying out of town, Greg. So we're going to reschedule Tommy. She's really, she's a pisser, so I want to get her on. And she was tweeting and stuff, looking forward to it and shit. So I know that she was down for it, but then her publicist got a hold of me a couple of days ago and said, "Oh shit, she's got a schedule change, blah blah blah." And I said, "All right, no problem. Shit happens, no big deal." So Tommy, we'll have you on another day, and we'll have a lot of fun with that.
Very good.
Yeah, so let's get into this Tyra.
Okay, yeah, I mean, what I was saying before is, there's two sides to these people. You know what I mean? Like, people don't realize that. And I'm going to be honest with you. I was on, the Jay Leno show. He was one of the best to me. I mean, he bought me dinner and shit. I talked with him. He's a great, great, great guy. They all were really good to me. Obviously, Carson Daly was really good. Tyra Banks was very nice to me, but I got to be honest with you, she had an air about her. You can tell. You know what I'm saying? And when I would, for instance, when I was going in the back room, in the green, what they call the green room, which is just basically a waiting room, there's all food and everything in there. You get your own little room. I was in the back room. She was in the next room, and then she came in and talked to me a little bit, and then she left, and then her hairdressers were hanging out in the hallway and in the room there. So I went in, hung out with the hairdressers because they were hot, and they were talking fucking mad shit about her, boy. They were just putting her down. Oh, fuck her, blah blah blah. She's a bitch. Oh, the shit. And the craziest thing was, her manager, one of her, her publicist, was right there, was sitting right in that room. You know what I mean? And I was like, holy shit.
But they didn't get, listen, not for nothing. If the publicist sit there, wouldn't you worry about getting ratted out and getting canned?
Well, that's what I said. You know what I mean?
Guys, do you realize you're fucking jeopardizing your living here?
Dude, I had the rap going, one of the chicks, and I said to her, aren't you afraid to lose your job? She goes, you think I can? Fuck her. She goes, she said, I was with the Dr. Phil show only a couple months ago. Fuck it, if I leave out, you know what, I'll just go with Oprah one. Because they all are, they use a lot of the same people. You know what I'm saying? When one girl leaves this show, for instance, I just did, the Trish Goddard show. It's called the Trisha Show. It's on Channel 11 here. And it's in the same, it's actually in the same studio with Maury Povich and the Steve Wilkos show, and Jerry Springer, who they used to be in Chicago, but now they're actually in Connecticut right now, right over the border of New York into Connecticut. So I was in that studio, and when I was doing a Trish Goddard show, and the girl's talking to me like she knows me forever, you know, and I'm going, wait a minute. And she goes, you don't remember me, do you? And I'm like, no. She goes, I was with you I used to be with the Maury Show when it was in New York City. Because the Maury Show used to be in New York City, right where Radio City Music Hall is, right? Not Radio, excuse me, where David Letterman is, right in that same building. So I was there, and years ago I did that show, but it got canned because what happened was I was involved in with the producer of the Maury Povich show. Her name Bianca Nardi. Is her name? It was her name anyway. There was a big scandal. She had a big fight with Maury, and I don't know if Maury fired her or she quit. But I knew Bianca, but I was only friends with her. My friend Bob Bonham, you know, she used to train in his gym, and Bianca's like this. You know me, Joe. Bianca's this big, blonde-haired girl, like an Amazon, like almost 6 feet tall, with giant tits and shit, right? And if you know me, you know that's totally not what I like.
Yeah,
right.
That's not what you look at.
Not me. I'm not into Amazon girls. I don't like giant girl, blonde hair, that real German, look, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so but Bob told the National Enquirer people, oh yeah, Greg, because she one time was drunk and she was like laying on me we were in a diner together, and he told them, oh yeah, Greg, oh yeah, she wanted to bang Greg and her pulled around, all this bullshit. And then he was saying how she was like a slut and this and that. I never said any of that shit, but you know what? When the National Enquirer printed it, they said that I said it. Do you understand what I'm saying? According to Greg bodybuilder, Greg Valentino, and this whole thing was in there, my picture and all this shit. So I freaked out. I'm like, wait a minute. I never said any of that shit. Bob said it. You know what I mean? Quote Bob. Don't quote me. He never did anything wrong. But anyway, when Maury, like 6 months later, Maury had wanted me on a show, with all the biggest arm bullshit, right? Anyway, Maury had me on the show, and when we were filming, the girl's going to me, God damn, you look familiar to me. Right? And I'm going, oh, I don't know what it could be, I've never met you. Right? She goes, wait a minute. Do you know Bianca Nardi? And I said, yeah. She goes, wait a minute, you're that guy, aren't you? And I'm going, what guy? She goes, the guy that was in the National Enquirer. And I said, yeah, that's me. She goes, well, I thought, you know what, we can't use this show. Fuck it, we got all the film that we just did done. No, we can't use it. And I said, what do you mean you can't use it? She said, well, if we use you, what actually she did was she went and she called Maury, and then Maury said we can't use it. Because what happened was, they said if we use you, it's going to look like there's a lawsuit against Maury with her. And it's going to look like we're trying to grease your ass to go against her. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like all the bad stuff that you're saying about her, like she's a slut and a whore and all this other shit, okay? It's going to look like Maury put you up to that, and to thank you for it, we're putting you on our show. You know what I'm saying? So we have to have nothing to do with you.
And it was all bullshit because it had nothing to do with you to be.
I had nothing to do with me anyway. I was like, really, you know what this fucked up thing is? They gave Bob $1,000 for the interview, and you know what he did? He donated that money to something with dogs, with homeless dogs or something.
Yeah, he's into all of that dog,
Yeah, and I'm like, wait a minute, what about me? I'm not giving that fucking money to me. I just got
me $500. Fuck the dogs.
I just lost the money for the interview, you cocksucker. You know what I mean? But anyway,
fuck those mutts.
So when I was doing the Trish Goddard show, it was that same girl. She's like, oh yeah, I'm with Trish's show now. You know what I mean? So these girls, what I'm saying is, a lot of the people behind the scenes, you get a few that stick there. They're part of the show. Like Oprah's got her girlfriend there, Robin, or whatever her name is, the lesbian lover, whatever the hell she is. Excuse me. But I'm joking. I don't want anybody don't know.
Oh, who cares?
Fuck you. Who cares? Fuck them. But anyway, so you get a few of those people, but the rest of the people are bounced from show to show to show to show to show.
So they didn't really care if Tyra got upset at them or something.
They don't
get a job tomorrow.
They don't give a shit. Tyler was really nice, though. She kept feeling me up. You know, you could see videos of that.
It's great. Yeah, it's a piss
and grabbing my arms, and she kept telling me, boy, you got it going on. That's what she told me.
You think you could have slipped her a little bit?
What's that?
You think you could have slipped her a little?
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't, you know, again, that's a big girl. My pipe is more. I'll tell you what I met out there, and I actually said, I was at a table with a bunch of people, and she was there, was Lindsay Lohan. Now, Lindsay Lohan, I got to be honest with you, Joe. I would have done it. I would have, you know, I mean, we're trying to keep it clean because this kid goes into this, but I would have tore that shit up. Even though she had, you know, even though she's a little freckly and stuff, you know what I mean? And that's normally not, I'm not, usually the ginger thing is
don't
not
work,
me.
yeah. But for something about her, you just went with it.
There was something about her. She had I'll tell you what, killer body. You know, the cocaine, you know, crack and cocaine give a girl a great body. I highly recommend it.
I wouldn't go that far. I would say, you know.
I highly recommend it. So if any girl's a little overweight, a little crack, no, I'm kidding.
No, fuck that. Hey, let me, we got a caller on the line here. I got a girl, Rosie, maybe it's a guy, Rosie, I don't know. I used to work with a guy named Rosie years ago, like Rosie Greer. But Rosie from Connecticut is on the line. Rosie, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Rosie? Not our usual type of caller. What's up? What's on your mind?
I just wanted to say that James did a really good job in the interview, and I liked it.
Oh, you're a Maslow. Oh, well, Greg,
wow.
Listen, I knew it, Greg. I said there's going to be younger female
Rosie,
demographic for tonight. Rosie, how old are you?
18.
You're 18. Okay, well, she's not a little kid, but she says so. You're into Maslow, so you're going to you're rooting for him for the Dancing with the Stars, right?
Yeah.
And all right, well, I guess just keep listening and check out the magazine when it's out, when he comes out.
Thanks for calling, Rosie.
Cool, Rosie. Thanks, sweetheart. Have a good night. See, good night. That's what I like, Greg. We have a certain guest. We have a certain guest on, and that person's demo checks out the show. Now we got a new listener. Young Rosie from Connecticut. I'm looking at my feed here from Mike, the engineer. Young Rosie from Connecticut likes James Maslow. She probably saw it on Twitter because we're tweeting the crap out of it, and a lot of Maslow's people are retweeting it and all his fan pages. People find out about this show from just word of mouth, and that's why we're growing one by one listener by one listener, Greg.
One at a time, baby. It's over here, my foul mouth. But then again, Rosie's 18. Dude,
Rosie's 18, but you know what? We don't want to scare any potential listeners off. But I have a feeling next week when we have Eddie Money and Love the Mob Wife on, we're going to say a few more motherfuckers than we did tonight.
Oh my God! Hey Joe, that girl sounded a little young though. You don't think she sounded like she was 13, 14? No.
Yeah, that's why I was like, how old are you? I thought she was going to say 14, 15 or something. I figured these Maslow girls, you got to see all the Twitter action. I mean, you've seen it. A lot of you can see the little girls' faces in these pictures that they're retweeting on Maslow tweets, that he's on the show.
He gets girls up to 25, I would say. 25, 26. You know what? Fuck that shit. I guarantee there's probably even older women, like some milfs out there, that are like, oh my God, James Maslow.
He don't like them, though. We were bullshitting during the photo shoot. He likes women like his age and I guess between I don't know, maybe a couple of years younger. We brought up some boys like, yeah, she's good looking for an older woman, and she was in her 30s, and I'm like, older women, that's like a fucking, that's like a younger one for me. I felt really old when he said that because I'm like, holy fuck, man, this girl's fucking smoking, and he's like, she's okay for an older girl. I'm like, oh, jeez.
Dude, nobody, let me tell you something. I don't go higher than 30. You know me. Sorry.
Yeah, well, you'll like him. So you get along great with the kid, Maz. You guys should hang out. See, I always, to me, I like them. Women are women. I don't care if they're young or older. If they're good looking. I don't ask for fucking birth certificates. I don't worry about, she's too old for me.
You know me, bro. If they're going to be tall, they got to be a bean tall. Because I'm short, and if they're big and tall, I feel like I'm a kid with his mother. I told you that story when I was with this chick, and I didn't want to tell you the age, but anyway, I was with some chick when I was young. I was young anyway myself, but I was with her, and she was like 6'1", and she was walking, and we were in this bar, and when you first walk in, there's this half wall, so you come around the side, and And my friends were all laughing because all you could see was her head walking by. You couldn't see me. And then we come around the corner, there's me holding her hand. You know what I'm saying? I felt like such a jerk. You know what I'm saying?
But they can laugh. You're laughing all the way to the fucking fart sack with that poor fucking drink of water, though. So who cares, man?
I know, but dude.
Fuck that. But, bro, we got like a minute left in this show, so next week's going to be a fun one, though, man. Eddie Money, Love Majestic.
I love Eddie Money.
Yeah, we got Pat Cooper's coming up on June 2nd. Don't forget that. We have Pat Cooper. That show, it speaks for itself. The great Ernie Banks on May 5th.
Ernie Banks.
Big Ange on May 12th. Bumblefoot on May 19th. So, bro, we are just completely exploding off the charts.
Hitters coming up. But let me just say one thing. Anybody if you don't know who Pat Cooper is, I'm telling you something. Go Google him. He is insane. He made Howard Stern and Opie and Anthony show. I mean, he actually brings their show to a higher level. They get more listeners when he's on. He
Pat
is
Cooper's
the fucking
greatest comedian of all time. Fucking 85 years of age, and he was just incredible. But we're running out of time on this episode of Xtreme Radio. Make sure you check us out each and every week right here on Voice America's Variety Channel, Monday, 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 to 6 Pacific. And you can also subscribe on iTunes, folks. Just make it easier on us and yourselves.
Subscribe on iTunes so you don't miss a show.
Subscribe on iTunes. Like the Facebook page, Xtreme Radio Facebook page, and check us out, FitnessRXformen.com, each and every day, all day long. Greg, this was a good one. Dancing with the Stars, baby.
Have a good one, Joey. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you for listening this week. Gregg and Joe will be back next Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the Voice America Variety Channel with another edition of Xtreme Radio. Now, go home and get your shine box.